juggle if he couldn't juggle. Hooray. Okay. Sure, let me see. There are some reviews that are out.
Already? Wow.
Let's see. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, I'm lost in my tabs again.
Most of the tweets I have here are like, so happy to see the shirtless knights.
Hey,
So
I guess they know their audience. They like to give it, you know. Anyway,
Although,
go on.
Go ahead. Nope, all you.
Alright, no, because I was just going to go to some more reviews. So, okay.
Yeah.
So this is one of the reviews. I think it's from Digital Spy. It's they may have started out rather uneven, but the longer it goes on, the more Merlin found its footing. The old adage, the biggest and best series yet, may be rolled out a lot in television, but this really seems the case. Hooray! Good. So that's a good thing. Also, there's stuff about Guinevere. Yay! I'm just so happy that she's queen. I was just so great that when she came down the stairs and then she's just there and they're like, I don't know, I just assumed that maybe Guinevere was late, but they couldn't find her. She seemed like she was missing. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess she was just getting ready and they had a hard time finding her.
Alright. Well, it is a big castle apparently. Alright, so Gwen has become Camelot's new queen. The Knights of the Round Table are firmly established in Camelot, and Merlin quickly reasserts what he does best early on. Oh, this is one of the things I wanted to talk about and discuss, was that I guess 3 years have passed, it's been peaceful, and Merlin hasn't does he not try to make any progress on revealing his magic or making magic more acceptable in the society?
Yeah, it really doesn't seem like it.
No.
Like, there was, like, no mention, and the one time Arthur brought up sorcery, he said, he was talking about the druid there, and he said, how could you trust what a sorcerer would say? So it doesn't sound like much progress has been made.
I mean, like, if Merlin now decides to go, oh, hello, we're going to make, we're going to try now to get Arthur to change his views about magic. He does it now and not in between the series. I guess that would be convenient. I don't know whether or not.
It'd be pretty important. So.
Yay. Blah blah blah. What I quite liked. Sort of jumping about again. There was a talk that Arthur had with Merlin. I think Merlin was by the lake or looking to the fire. I think, and he was just being really scared for Arthur. And then Arthur sees him being quiet and wants him, and he has that nice speech about. Why the men having a laugh? They could be dying soon. And Arthur goes, "Well, you got to live every day to the fullest because you could die next time." And that was quite sweet because I like how their friendship works. Sometimes I dislike it because I don't understand. I don't know how guys' relationships are if you just tease each other constantly in a kind of horrible way. But I always see more of a bully behaviour, and I don't know. It just seems a bit. Sometimes I don't understand that part of their friendship. But then there are parts when Arthur gets serious and he does see his friend being scared or having doubts or having worries, and he does go, it'll be alright. So that was quite sweet.
I think it's a good mix because you need the comedy, you need Arthur making fun of Merlin from time to time, but those serious scenes where he really connects with Merlin, I feel like those are very important as well. And it's true to a real friendship, I think, because guys they tend to tease each other, but there are those serious times too.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm like, you to constantly abuse your best friend. Potentially, I know there are some relationships like that, but I don't know. I don't know. It just seems to be like Merlin. They still have that relationship. They're still the same duo. They're still having that. They have the banter and they still make fun of each other. Yet, I don't know. I don't know. There needs to be a next step where they can move on. My point about the magic reveal is not about him revealing the magic. It's more about their relationship, because they're kind of stuck in that Merlin's saving him all the time.
Absolutely.
Him not knowing.
Arthur does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, you cut out there.
Oh, sorry. I said Arthur doesn't really recognize it. So.
Yeah.
Do you think? Assuming that Arthur will find out, do you think it's going to be a time when Arthur's in trouble and Merlin saves him with magic? Do you think that'll be how he finds out?
I think they're going to milk it and make it as much drama and angst. I think it will be... because I think here, this is the thing, with Arthur, he goes on and on about loyalty and trust and things like that, and he's men, and he'll do anything for them. and I don't know. He's got so many people betraying him. I don't know, when it comes out, it'll be a pretty big thing. Anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, I'm watching apparently some game show on TV as well. So I'm getting distracted. This is me. Maybe we need to wrap it up because I'm starting to like get a bit distracted. But hey, so what were your favourite moments in the episode?
Favorite? I would say
standout moments.
Ooh, it's tough. There were some good ones. I thought it was quite comical when Arthur and Merlin were wrapped up in the net and they were like swinging it, trying to get out. And I'm always a fan of the comedy moments. But as far as like a serious scene, I really enjoyed the scene with Merlin meeting the druid. I was looking on IMDb to see what his name is, but I don't see it on there. But anyway, when that happened, I really liked the whole effect where when he died, he put his hand in the water, and then they showed the prophecy, basically.
I didn't notice that.
That was a really cool
Was that
effect.
the thing? Was that the actual thing, that he put his hand in the water and the vision came through?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's how Merlin saw it, yeah.
Didn't notice
So
that.
it was a really cool effect, and I liked the way they did that. That was probably my favorite scene. And then watching the fight, of course, with Mordred and Arthur was pretty intense.
Yeah, I'm looking
What was your
forward to
favorite?
seeing... I don't know, it's just like... The thing is, I'm a big Guinevere fan, so anytime she's on the screen, I'm like... she's so... Because she's just so gorgeous, and then she's just so queenly, and the way she composes herself. So I've been really, really waiting to do her story justice, because... you just want her to be part of the plot and not just be sidelined to being either the love interest, and sometimes she is part of the storyline, but because Angel Corby's such a great actress, you just put her in the shot for me, and then she has really, really good reactions, because she's really, really
I agree.
good at, even though she's not part of the scene, I don't know, she just makes herself she does more with what she's actually has.
Yeah.
So I just really, really love her, and it's good that she's back at Camelot by herself, and she's she's in charge. And what I would like to find, if what would be interesting maybe in the series, and I'm sure they won't do it, but I want to know whether anyone's got any. They don't want this servant girl to become queen. I know it's been 3 years, and maybe they should have gotten over it by now. But I thought there would be some people that would object to this happening. So I don't know. That's a shame. That
I thought so too, but they didn't show any opposition to it. So. Which
they never do. I mean, they don't show what the people think, and they don't show what the council. And I think that's what you need to do to build a rich world. But hey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I think we have about 7 minutes for this end of the show. So I don't know.
Okay.
Can we spread it out for another 30 minutes? I don't know.
If you don't mind, I'll just talk a little bit about what I'm doing tomorrow with our show.
Yes, that's right. Yes, do that.
Okay.
More doses of us.
I just want to let everyone know. I'm not sure I'm sure we have some Merlin Cast listeners here, but if you don't listen to our show, we're also like Camelot Cast. We're a show that does Merlin podcasts. It's a little different as far as what we do. We do kind of a general outline show where we review an episode of Merlin. Like now we'll be reviewing the new episodes as they come along, and we have like an outline structure. So we will be doing a new episode tomorrow with our reactions and review of episode 1 of season 5. And there'll be, I believe, Rona, are you going to join us if you can?
Yes. If we can meet our schedules, I would like to come on that show, because hey, I like to come bust into anyone's party and not do any work, so that's great. But also, we toyed with having like a partnership between us, so we might do a reaction show, we might do a more structured show with yours, which is what we used to do at Camelot Cast, if you look at the past archives, and maybe we'll do some audio commentaries, we may do some together, I may get some of my other friends to do some of that. So it'll be a good mix, and I don't know if we want to do... it might be a mixture. We'll see how we'll work together and see if we can do a nice show. Now that we have to wait a whole week for the next episode of Merlin, it may seem longer than waiting a year. We maybe need to fill it up with more Merlin content. And I'm sure in the middle of the week there'll be spoilers coming out, and I think there's a big synopsis already for the episode 3. Because I don't know if you know about what happens during that episode. So I guess we can talk about that. Because usually midweek all the spoilers and all the stuff comes out for the next week. So we'll see what we'll keep in contact with Twitter, and we're on Tumblr, and I think these shows go on YouTube now as well. So just
Yeah, we'll let you know.
We'll let you know. All right, we've got 5 minutes left
Yep.
of this show.
Okay.
That was exhausting. Well, did you have a favourite? Did you have a favourite bit, Hazel? She's in the background, my sister. No. Did you really like it though?
Yeah.
It was fun. It was exciting. Yeah. Words of wisdom from my sister. Hooray! Okay, so I guess we'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Forgiven our the kerfuffles and the bits and pieces around it. Hey, but it's a live show. Be better next time.
Yeah, that's right. We'll improve. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, it's Anthony here, and you're listening to Camelot. My name's Richard Wilson, and I play Gaius, and I'm a member of the Camelot cast.
Hello, this is Rupert Young. I play Sir Leon, and you're listening to Camelot Cast.
Hello, my name's Angel Colby, and I play Gwen in Merlin, and you're listening to Camelot Cast.